Hi guys, I just wanted to tell you about something that happened to me today, and this is going to be more of interest to those in the UK, really. Right, so for the last few months I've been noticing that as well as all the junk mail that I get in this area, from pizza places, restaurants and stuff like that, as well as all that junk mail, the postman has also been posting junk mail every day into the house. So with regular letters I've been getting junk mail along with my mail. So I wrote a polite notice on my letterbox and I just said, please no junk mail here, to Mr. Postman, no junk mail. And that's what I wrote. Now some of the postmen and women have been taking notice of what I've said, and I've only got my letters coming through. And it's a lot less crap coming through the door, which is a lot less waste, and then you've got to recycle it. So some of them have respected that. But today, when I came home, the postman was on the road, so he was just doing his round. And when I came into my house with my shopping, I noticed that as with my regular mail, there was loads of junk mail as well. So I thought to myself, okay. So I picked it all up and I went and said to Mr. Postman, I said, I don't know if you saw my note, but I don't actually accept junk mail into my house, into my home. And he said to me, straight away, really offended, and he shouted at me and said, well, I'm sorry, I have to post it into your house. And I said, well, you don't, because I've asked you politely to not put junk mail into my home, which is my property, so I have the right and say as to what goes into my front door. And then he shouted at me again, and he said, well, if I don't post it into your door, I'm going to get the sack, I'll lose my job. So I turned around and I said to him, well, then you need to speak to your managers and find out why they're making you post all this junk mail and who's making money from that. And, you know, are you getting paid more for doing this? And with that, I just took the junk mail and put it on his bag that he'd left, his sort of like a little trolley thing. I put the junk mail on his bag. This guy turned around, picked up the junk mail and threw it at me. Seriously, he threw all the leaflets and stuff at me. So at that point I just said, right, and I turned away and just walked off. And then he started shouting out, there's something you can do about it, but I just didn't want to know by then. And I came in and I did actually make a complaint about him. And I found out some information. On making this complaint, the guy on the phone said to me, well, you know, it's something we do have to do. We do have to post these leaflets into your house. But you can opt out of it. That's what he said to me. So I turned around and said to him, well, actually, hang on a minute. I didn't opt into it. So why should I now opt out of it? Why should I have to do anything to now opt out of this? You didn't ask me if you had my permission to drop all this crap into my front door. You didn't ask me for that permission. I never opted into that. And then he sort of said to me, well, because of what's happened today, I'll handle it for you and I'll make sure that the department knows that your address is to be, you know, we won't be putting any more crap into your door, basically. So he's going to deal with it for me, but apparently they're still going to send a form because I need to sign it, just for security. What a load of rubbish. So just to let you guys know, if you're getting lots of junk mail in your front door, Royal Mail has just gone and opted you into that without you having a choice or a say. Just to let you know. And if you do want to do anything about it, ring them and opt out, because you've opted in without knowing. What a cheek. And this is not to disrespect anyone at Royal Mail. This isn't generalising all postmen and stuff, you know, but this is what happened to me today. And the guy kind of lost it. All right, peace out.